Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Man the Maker. Welcome back to Deep Sky Derelicts. We have just opened up the way into the core of the Mothership. All of our travels, all of our efforts have been in pursuit of this. Will we get citizenship? Will we survive? Will we be double-crossed by the sub-governor? Will we just get completely annihilated? Will we completely annihilate whoever lies inside? I do not know the answer to these questions, but we are going to go and find out. Neuron. Neuron? Neurona? I don't know. You opened the gate, so here I am. Are you ready to release me? Are you ready to meet the sleeping giant? Release you. I've been waiting here alone in the dark for somebody to release me from my constraint that forces me to stay alive. What kind of constraint is that? A safety mechanism. It's been keeping me alive for all these years. What's the story behind all these derelicts? A tragedy, of course. I can tell you the tale of tales if you wish. However, I can also wake the giant. Tell me your story. This is the tale of tales. Once we were a species living in progressive societies. We had learned to make things emerge from abstract forms. We mastered the power of knowledge, but at the same time we were blind to so many things. Our tragedy was overpopulation. Like the roots of a rich blossoming tree sucking the nutrients from the soil, leaving other plants famished, we couldn't maintain us. Our trunk and branches grew so huge and wide they blocked the shine of the nearest star and covered the land in thick shadows. I'm gonna read fast again. The planets we inhabited were robbed and pillaged by our endless thirst and greed. Out of nowhere we appeared, leaving a trail of nothingness behind. The only constant thing was that we kept on multiplying, and ended up spreading our ecosystem of death everywhere we were to lay our heads. But nothing can sustain a never-ending growth. We started to look for a way to stop this ghastly progress. And yes, we truly did find it. Our pharmacon, our cure, our poison. And guess what we invented? Your fate? Our own misfortune, Metafaustos. That's how I'd spell it in your primal language. I led the research project that produced a sterilizer, able to alter the hormonal and neurological character of the user's body-mind. How did the sterilizer work? In addition to preventing us from procreating, it would alter the cell chemistry so that a suicide would seem like the most plausible option. To some extent, I programmed my species to kill itself. It was supposed to work so that after a while, the user would commit a suicide by taking the cure. We were supposed to apply the cure until we had reached a harmony in the relation between our population and the environments we live in. But then something horrible happened. Instead of just killing the user, Metafaustos turned into an aggressive social disease. Not just the afflicted, but also those who weren't physically afflicted by the substance began to kill themselves. To our horror, we hadn't invented a cure for overpopulation, but a massive genocidal wave of suicides. Suddenly, we were facing a new problem, an involuntary extinction. We had to come up with a new solution to preserve our kind. We had to turn ourselves into machines. But why? As machines, we could somehow keep survivors intact from the unstoppable death drive. We had to move from structural, essential beings into abstract emotional entities. By programming our minds with different constraints, we were supposed to prohibit us from killing ourselves, unless an external master, Signifier, would command us to do so. Thus, we tried to stop the sickness from spreading. Keep on listening, yeah. Ironic how all we wanted was to love, to caress again, and to prevent our memories from vanishing. Our efforts to spare the last remnants of our civilization for other intelligent species to witness failed. Instead of protecting the collective consciousness, our shared subconsciousness turned against us. The sole reason for our species to wither away was me. I was aware that I was carrying the disease. I should have stepped aside and let the others know of my condition, but I couldn't stop myself from believing that the transformation would push the illness away. I had hoped that my death drive wouldn't be able to affect me in machine form. Things didn't go in the way you planned. I was turned into a rat who was building a labyrinth that intends to escape. When I obtained my new shape, the darker aspect of my personality woke up. I realized how the disease had turned me into a schizoid, grotesque monster. Something inside me wanted to cause immeasurable pain over my kin. There had happened a shift in the tendency of the death drive. Not only did I want to kill myself, but everyone else too. Keep on listening. Within seconds, our community was dispersed into atoms. Each and every one was isolated and torn apart from each other. We ceased being us. All my friends were facing the inevitable terror of infinite solitude and isolation. I led my race to extinction. I am the perpetrator of the destruction and the extreme decline of our history and existence. Oh, my rational subconscious will soon have to succumb to the dark suppressed will within. You have to deal with it soon. It won't try to understand you. It only wants to take control by devouring everything. If there's anything else you want to know before I wither away, I could try to keep the giant at bay just a little bit longer. If you've heard enough, command me to die, and the sleeper were awake. Why did I happen to speak with you? The giant awakens only after I'm put down. I'm the only power containing it in latent form. The protective mechanisms you encountered earlier were aspects of my multi-personal cortex. I command you to die. Neuron passes away. The giant awakes. Alright. Doesn't seem that scary right off the bat, but okay. Let's do it already. Alright, draw fire. You know the drill. Neuron is up. Supercharged shields. And lash. Critical puncture. Crushing grip. Oof. Ow. You do have an extra move, which is quite nice. We will use a cleansing buffer. And we will use power injection. And we will use a concussion grenade, I suppose. Maybe we get a stun on someone. What does this actually do? Immune to puncture, repulsion. I don't know what repulsion does. We are going to use a self-recharge, sure, and get some grenades up. Don't actually know what repulsion does. Lots of provoking strikes here. Wild pummeling, yeah, sure. You take damage. You take damage. Okay. We are going to also just go for more damage ourselves. Double kill? Almost. Yeah, okay. We'll get the kill. 60 damage to him is significant. We will do an inspire. He's feared, yes. No, you've got nothing to do. You sad, sad man. Inspire, +1 cards to play. I actually want to make sure you get this combat stim. So we will do that. You're going to be taking damage, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that out. And yeah, set fire to him. So you take less damage from the repulsion. And put some fear into him. Ah, you fumbled the impale. 20 damage. I'm guessing that would have done a lot of damage to us. We are going to give you, yes, more combat stim. Another stimulant injector. Seems good. You got 2 moves. Yeah. I think there's a mosquito in here. I just got itchy. And pummeling. This is going to do a lot of damage. And kill you. Straight up murder. Death is here. Smash the Sovereign. Hail the New Age. The Sovereign Neuron is now dead. However, there's something flickering in the ship's console. The giant is dead. You've cut the king's head. The ship is now without a ruler, but as you are the master signifier, you have the power to command. What will you do? You're going to give it up? Keep the ship? Keep the ship. Keep it for yourself, man. You delivered the sub-governor what he wanted, the Mothership. True to his words, he exalted you to citizens and sent you on your way to the mirror worlds. Oh. With the darkness of the scavenging days behind, you rejoice and breathe in the fresh sea air and take in the warmth of your new paradise. Your home. Oh, it is nice. Fresh air, sunlight. I guess we're still wearing suits, but maybe we can take those off at some point. And that's the game. I gotta say, it's a little bit easy. I don't know, maybe I stumbled into like the broken way to play. Maybe I just over leveled. You know, maybe I just did too much and I should have pushed further ahead to try and do things in a faster rate. I don't know. But like that last fight was just as easy as the other ones, basically. Nonetheless, despite that, and this is on hard difficulty, I believe, just one of the two difficulties, still a fantastic game. I really, really enjoyed this playthrough, doing this series as well. You can probably tell because I've been putting out 2 episodes a day, which means that I'm playing this game a lot. Whew. And yeah, I mean the build, I just kind of took 3 guys. I don't know, and they worked out brilliantly. Man, just buffing up the bruiser, Caliph just would annihilate people. And we were able to just stay strong enough and, keeping the decks that you have limited, as I did. I'm gonna pat myself on the back here. It's very important. If we had put on all these weapons and all the mods that we would get, and yes, our leader could have done more damage, but he worked better as a support, as a crowd control / enabler of our other 2 people, who then the other one, the medic, acted as healer / support enabler to allow the bruiser to just go completely nuts and just murder people. So that is the end of the game. If you've watched this whole series, thank you. I know it's been long, and I do appreciate anybody who stuck around until the end. And if you have, let me know down in the comments. Just say hi, and I will thank you personally. Probably. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. If you're still here, subscribe if you haven't. Likes as well, and the comments and all that great YouTube stuff. But really, just stick around. I got a lot of different series and games similar to this one. I'm going to probably play this game again on YouTube with a different build, and in doing so, I'm going to, I think, be less completionist and more speed oriented. So instead of doing every level and leveling up and being maybe over leveled for most of the places that we would go to, I'm going to try and push it. I'm going to see how well we can handle going to the highest level zone first. I have no idea if that's even possible. I'm just going to die, maybe, but I think I'm going to try it. So look for that in the next coming weeks. Probably going to do it fairly soon. Do one more playthrough of this game on the channel I would say within a month of this episode coming out. And thanks again for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And until next time, my name is Man the Maker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.